Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. We are here.
We are here, honey. We are here. Let me make sure you got it y'all turned the way up. We are here with some hot gossip.
Right, honey. Right. Okay. Where have you been? If you have not been living under a rock, you know that Wendy Osefo and Wendy and Eddie Osefo, okay, husband and wife on Real Housewives of Potomac have been detained, honey. Detained, okay, and posted 50K bond per person.
Yes.
Okay. For charges of fraud, honey.
Yes,
no,
honey.
not fraud. What?
Insurance fraud.
Insurance fraud. Okay. So listen, when the news broke, you know I had to send it over to you. Like, say what now?
Girl, I thought it was AI. I thought it was AI.
Say what now?
Girl.
Who was arrested for what?
4 degrees. 4 degrees.
Now, here's the old saying is true. You can be book smart, but that does not make you street smart, honey, because listen, everybody want to give all kinds of excuses, right? We went over to Kempire.
Yes.
Well, Kempire was where we was able to learn a little more information because all of it was still unfolding. It was breaking news, honey. Breaking news. They was detained last night, child.
Girl.
So we were all finding out this information kind of together, I would say. And what we found out, because of course we're thinking fraud, like what is going on? You're thinking about bank wiring and stuff like that, like some Teresa Giudice type thing. I mean, we adjacent to Teresa Giudice. Like you ain't that far. However, found out that it is insurance fraud from a burglary claim that they made back in 2024. Which is what I told you. I said, I know whatever it is something that they already knew about, that they already been working on. And as the day unfolded, I feel like we could start with let's start with your thoughts. Yeah, let's start with your thoughts first. When I sent you that photo and said,
girl, my thoughts are not 4 degrees. Not 4 degrees, not Dr. Wendy.
Dr. Wendy Osefo. You will address me as
Doctor. Girl, yes. At first, I didn't know what to think. So as you called me, you text me, then I called you back. And I'm like, really? So then I went over and looked on Instagram, and then you can see that TMZ.
It was all out.
Girl.
Report after report. Yeah.
Yes, it was all out there, honey. Because I posted it in my little in the Married to Medicine group over there. Girl, them girls was clowning. It's like people were thinking it was fake news or whatever. But my thing was, damn. So y'all was about to do the remodeling with all this money y'all done got?
Well, that's what it sounds like. Let's not jump too far ahead because I want us to talk about the reactions first to the news, right?
Yes.
And then I want to go over the first thing. What was that first? This first report that we got. What did I send you? Over there with the neighborhood talk.
Okay.
So that's where I found it first at Neighborhood Talk. Neighborhood Talk got it from TMZ.
Yeah.
And when we were talking about it,
did you want me to share or you want me?
Well, you can share it.
Okay.
I was just gonna read it.
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go on over there then.
So like I agree with you. At first I thought, is this old? Like, what are they talking about? Right?
Because she looks younger.
Yeah, like what is going on? Hey, Michelle, thank you for joining. Thank you for grabbing your heart meme. And so I read the actual caption, and it was basically telling us that she and her husband were arrested and charged with multiple felonies. Okay, let's go. Okay, they got a whole bunch of reports since then. I want to go to their first one.
Oh, the first one. Okay, let me go back here.
All right. So this is what the neighborhood talk reported about 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, they had to be getting released. Okay, that's how they found out. But according to the neighborhood talk, Real Housewives of Potomac star Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie Osefo have been booked on criminal fraud charges in Maryland. According to documents obtained by TMZ, Wendy is facing 16 total charges, including 7 felonies. She's accused of providing false or misleading information involving fraud exceeding $300 and also faces a misdemeanor a misdemeanor count for allegedly making a false statement to an officer. As for her husband Eddie, details about his exact charges had not been made public at that time. So that was the very first report, right? And for me, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for some more information because I'm looking at, I know it said in excess of $300, but I'm thinking they're not in here booked off a couple $100.
No.
Now, I know that can't be right? You know, $600,000, like they had to really do some stuff. So that's when we get on down to the rest of the information, honey. So according to other reports, they came back from their trip in Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Wherever they was at in 2024 and made a police report that their home had been burglarized. Okay,
I got the affidavit here. Hold on.
And multiple things have been taken.
Let's see
so let's see about the affidavit.
Okay. Okay, is this one? Okay. So this is Bravo. This is from Bravo Breaking News. Okay. And I'm going to read it here. It says on Thursday was State of Maryland versus Wendy Osefo, however you pronounce her name. It says on Thursday, October the 9th, 2025, the defendant was indicted by a grand jury for Carroll County on 7 counts of insurance fraud, 8 counts of conspiracy insurance fraud, and 1 count of false statement to a police officer. The arrest warrant was issued and the bail was set at $50,000. It says the allegation in this case are that on April 7, 2024, Carroll County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to, they have her address redacted out, in Carroll County, Maryland, for a call of a reported burglary. I feel
like we can listen
to the guy.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, because girl, my glasses ain't working. Let's see here. Yes, but
before we get there, let's start with just talking about the burglary, right? Because I feel like as the story unfolded all day, we just got that press conference from the state attorney, right? Or district attorney, whatever they are, that is prosecuting her. And also the police department.
Special counsel to
but I think that we listen to Kempire, and again, this information will get more clear information with the actual press conference. But it started with a police report filed about the burglary in 2024, in which they called the police, made a police report, and in turn filed insurance claims. And apparently what we knew at that point is that the items had been seen on her. Her ring was seen on her. And so what's funny is I'm almost certain that is not what sparked all of this.
No, they
because,
no. Once they filed the claim, then they resubmitted like to embellish the claim.
To three different insurance
No. Yeah, no. But they started one claim, but then he went back to add more to that same claim.
Okay.
And
with other companies as well.
Yes.
So they failed to disclose how much insurance coverage they had. Like they had travelers coverage, they had coverage here.
Yeah.
And they also, which we are here in the press conference, filed claims with all of these.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, earlier while we were listening to Kempire, it was unclear, right? Where this information kind of came from. And at this point, once we listened to the press conference, we were trying to figure out, I think somebody on the call was saying, what do you think they set up? I think Candace is seen having a comment about they being taken down. And it's kind of like, number one, who are they?
Nobody.
Somebody to come and take them down. First, I want to know that first. But the second thing is, this is how you know people don't know how insurance works.
Yeah.
Right? Because the minute you went and filed a claim somewhere else, those people were about to do their due diligence, right? About who should be responsible for what. And we don't have pay trails for no reason at all. Right? This is exactly why the paper trail exists. And while it might take some time, like it's 2025, and the insurance companies don't waste no time getting to their information. Please believe and understand. I'm a medical biller, so it's different, but it's the same.
Yes.
Because if you have some other coverage and you come and give the wrong coverage, I don't care if it's been over a year. They're coming back and they're taking their money back for it.
Exactly.
And either you're gonna be responsible or that other insurance company needs to come on through and cover it. So we just gonna skip all the buzz about somebody set her up. They set their own selves up.
Girl.
This is not a scheme that Tara set up. This is a scheme that Wendy and Eddie set up.
Who you think set it up, Wendy or Eddie? Seems like he'd have been smarter than this.
I actually would believe it's a combination of both.
Girl.
I do. Now, whose idea would it be and why? But that's why I say I got an idea that it would be both, because I feel like both of them are benefiting for all of us.
Well, yeah, of course. Yes. I'm just saying, who would be, I would think by him being an attorney, if I'm about to do something illegal, I'm going to find out everything about it first.
Yeah, but if you're not a tax attorney, you probably don't, you're not thinking, or I don't even know, maybe, I agree with you. It seemed like you would know more about it, but I do feel like the reason why you don't is probably because you in a whole nother, what kind of law is he?
I don't know, but it seems like he should have covered that in class.
It must be like corporate or something. But I agree. It feels like you should know something. However, just like I'm speaking, come from a medical standpoint with insurance, you'd be surprised at how many people don't understand the way that insurance companies talk to each other.
Yeah, because I used to sell insurance. And I just feel like maybe because they think they're smarter than everyone. But
that is what it is. That's what it is. That's what I said. I said that in Kempire's chat. This is what happens when you think you're smarter than everybody. Because, and also maybe now I don't think nobody's going around. Maybe so. Maybe somebody is going around giving that type of advice to somebody who found themselves in the crunch and need to get some money. Because what we were saying is other housewives have seemed to other people, celebs have seemed to, let's say, allegedly gotten away with insurance claims.
Girl, you got people in the hood that got away with this shit. I know.
But I feel like it's a few key mistakes.
Oh, it's a lot of mistakes she did.
And her husband made. That and this is bad too. Like, okay, let's read her statement really quick, and then we'll get to the actual.
Okay, let me go and put it up too. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me switch out. Okay.
Because I thought their statement was pretty generic.
Are you
it's kind of like, well, what else are you gonna say, right? So Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie Osefo are back home safely with their family and are in good spirits. Now you can tell that from the smirks on their face as they were taking their mug shots. Okay.
Yeah, they look high.
Oh, I didn't change it over here. Let me change this real quick. Never mind, forget it. So you can, and I said that about the smirks to myself. I said, do you think they feel like they know something we don't? Because I'm not sure what it is. Now, I'm not one to say I believe everything that the state says and that the law says, right? I'm not telling you that. And yes, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Okay, so I fully believe in that. But what I am going to say is when we listen to what it is being said, there sounds like y'all made a bunch of mistakes with this, and maybe you should have contacted one of those housewives that have seen they got away with what they did, because at least they hired somebody to come break in their stuff.
Girl,
allegedly, if that's what had happened, right?
Girl, they should have contacted cousin Pookie. He'd have known better than this shit.
Because could you contacted anybody, right?
Could you imagine that when the police came to the scene? Girl, I bet you everything was in there just right. Like how the lady walked through the house the other day with on the white swap, and then you just got a little bit of a mess. You know, when people coming in, burglarizing their house, they tear and they moving fast. So shit everywhere. Girl, I bet you everything was in there so proper.
Well, that's exactly what the man said. Let's hear what he got to say. Look.
Okay, let's go here. I know it was so proper. I'm like, part one. Here we go.
Special counsel to the Carroll County State's Attorney. We are here to announce the indictment and arrest of Wendy and Edward Osefo of the 1900 block of Turnberry Court in Finksburg, Maryland. Both Wendy and Edward are reality actors in the series The Real Housewives of Potomac, Maryland, which is filmed partially from their residence in Finksburg, Maryland, an hour away. On April 7, 2024, at approximately 10:13 p.m., deputies responded to a residence in the 1900 block of Turnberry Court in Finksburg for a reported burglary. Edward Osefo called 911 to report the burglary. Edward and Wendy Osefo, both from Finksburg, live at that address, and they have 3 school-aged children. They reported that their home had been burglarized sometime between April 2nd and April 7th of 2024 while they were on vacation in Jamaica. The house would have been vacant at the time with no one's house sitting. No one had a key to the residence according to the Osefos. The Osefos claimed that designer handbags and jewelry valued at more than $200,000 were missing from the primary residence bedroom upstairs. Responding patrol deputies handled the burglary according to policy and made contact with investigators with my major crimes unit to assist because of the dollar amount that was stolen. Crime scene investigators came to the scene the night of the report to process the scene for fingerprints, DNA, and anything of evidentiary value. And while I'm there, I want to thank the state police. They actually responded, and the superintendent of the state police, Colonel Butler, I want to thank him for working with us on the case and providing resources. It should be noted that the residence does have interior and exterior surveillance cameras. None of the cameras picked up any motion or indicated a breach. The house would have been vacant at the time with no one inside of the house. Cameras also did not pick up any suspicious activity outside of the residence during the time the Osefos were away from the residence. Detectives also checked surveillance cameras from neighbors. No evidence of a break-in or suspicious activity was noted at the Osefos' residence. Patrol deputies and detectives found no signs of forced entry or physical evidence of a burglary, such as footprints, fingerprints, or any entry point. The SFOs alleged that the burglar came in through a second-story window into the master bedroom. There was no evidence inside the residence that someone made an attempt to get into the residence through that particular window. No evidence indicated that anyone attempted to enter the house. The bedroom upstairs where the theft occurred was ransacked. The mattress was thrown off of the bed onto the floor to give an indication that a burglary inside of the house did occur. Initial responding deputies again called our investigators because of the high dollar amount that was stolen.
High dollar amount.
After the initial report, following days, we made contact with 3 separate insurance companies that the SFOs used to insure their property, which is coming with this loss that this type of loss that detectives actually communicate with insurance companies to share information. In the days following the initial report, the SFOs contacted detectives several times to provide additional information about the alleged burglary, evidence, and missing items. They also reported the loss to their insurance company. Again, the SFOs alleged and claimed that just over $200,000 in items were stolen from the burglary. Weeks after the alleged burglary, detectives discovered Mrs. SFO had posted photos on social media wearing jewelry that matched the item did occur. Initial responding deputies again called her and she had reported stolen, specifically a diamond anniversary band. Detectives were provided receipts by the SFOs for the loss of items that they had purchased dating as far back as 2018. On those receipts were email addresses. We had become suspicious that this was a false claim. On those receipts were email addresses, which detectives authored search and seizure warrants so that they could access both the SFO's email accounts to attempt to acquire more evidence. The emails provided additional evidence that indicated this was a fraudulent claim, specifically Edward's communication with Wendy, and I quote, "Are there additional high-value items we can add to this inventory list? I'm trying to get the total to exceed $423,000.
Hold on. Why is they talking back and forth on the emails?
Because they didn't know no better, clearly.
Ain't he right in her face?
Clearly.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Which is our policy maximum. She had reported stolen, specifically. Over the next several months, detectives worked diligently to verify the information provided and to locate the reported stolen property. It was later confirmed that Mrs. Osefo had returned several of those same items valued at over $20,000 to the place that she originally purchased.
You said pause it?
I was about to tell one brown chick what happened, honey.
Okay.
Wendy and her husband Eddie got arrested last night, girl, for insurance fraud. They got 18 counts against them.
18 counts.
18 counts, honey. They claimed for this press conference that the police and the attorney is giving about it, honey. They had to post $50,000 bond per person. And basically, they filed a false. It sounds like the police believe they filed a false police report.
Yeah.
They filed a false insurance claim with 3 separate insurance companies.
It looks like they made up the receipts because it had the email address on them. That's why they went back and started looking in the email address because they had like fake receipts.
Yes.
And you know,
I mean,
and what made them?
So it's 2 separate things that, because on one is saying that they returned some stuff.
Yes, yeah, true.
Like you said, like they probably. So here I'm gonna give my example. I had a whole nother Pandora bracelet. And so because this is what they did, and this is again. For me, it's the insurance companies. The insurance company called the police.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes.
And filed it because once they found out that the 2 of them, paid.
Yeah.
And because only one is going to pay.
Yeah.
Right. your travel covers if something happens while you away on travel. So my other Pandora bracelet, something happened to it. Somebody stole it, lost it, something while I was in Spain. I could file that on my rentals insurance. I could still file that. Or if I had travel insurance, I would use that to file it, right?
They double dip.
I didn't file specifically because the things they asked me for were a receipt, but my bracelet I had probably 8 years or so. So it was kind of like, I could go back to Pandora and, you know what I mean, kind of grab what they have in their system. But what she said is, just like he said about the picture, she said, do you have a picture with it on and a picture with, you know what I mean, with it off? So basically, to be able to prove that I don't have it anymore, right? Which this is not it. Like that one was for, and it's a major thing on here that wouldn't be it. The only reason why I did not file the insurance claim on my end is because the
deductible,
right? Exactly. It was kind of like, you know, and the stuff was sentimental. So it was kind of like, did I really want to just get the money and then try to go back and get it? We'll just, like my son said, we'll be all right. You see, I got a whole nother full one and 2 other bracelets waiting to be full or filled up. But anyway, that's kind of how that works, right?
Yeah.
So like he said, he just gave you 2 major things that your insurance company uses to go and check your claims, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's finish. So I had to fill you in one brown chick so you can know what we was talking about. Hey, honey, how you doing?
Prior to the alleged burglary, we can see as far back as 2018 and several items that had been purchased in 18 and receipts supplied to the insurance company. Only those items had been returned to the purchaser or to the store that she purchased them from during the window in 2018 of the return policy. Meaning if it was a 90-day return policy back in 2018, she actually returned those items within that 90-day period. Those receipts were supplied to us, and those receipts were supplied to her insurance company and were alleged by the SFOs to be stolen in the original.
How many times have you bought stuff and took it back?
Thank you for grabbing your heart me. That's what I want to know, right? That's what I want to know. Like,
dude, she still got that blue outfit.
Been doing that, girl.
She still got that blue puffy outfit, or she took it back?
She might have took it back, honey. She might have took it back.
Girl,
I'm gonna say that she took it back, honey. That's it. But listen, when I sent Angela the thing, she called me. She say, Nigerian scammers.
girl, they are scammers. I think her and Simon might be related.
I said, well, that's what they say.
Is she gonna get deported for this?
No, I don't think so. So they were talking about that on Campfire. I believe that they are. Well, hell, at this point, we might all be arrested. So I don't know. I don't know if being a citizen really even matters at this point.
Girl, they're gonna have ICE coming around there for their asses.
I'm just saying. I'm not sure if it even matters at this point, but I thought that was hilarious because that's what I said. That's what they say. And come to find out, your brother been scamming all this time. But let's go.
All right.
Over the next several months, detectives worked diligently. Based on the thorough investigation conducted by detectives in my office in coordination with the Carroll County State's Attorney's Office, it became clear that the SFOs had fabricated the burglary and filed a false report and attempted to fraud their insurance company. On October 29th, 2025, the case was presented to a Carroll County grand jury, which returned indictments against both Edward and Wendy SFO on multiple counts of fraud and false reporting. Both individuals were located and taken into custody at their Turnberry Court address on the afternoon of October 9th, yesterday, by the Carroll County Sheriff's Office detectives. Deputies executed a search and seizure warrant at the residence during the arrest. An additional 15 items that were believed to be reported stolen by the SFOs during the initial report were also located during that search and seizure warrant. Those items included jewelry and high-end handbags. The CFOs were booked into the Carroll County Detention Center and later released on $50,000 based on the $30,000 bonds, on $50,000 bond. Real quick, I'd like to acknowledge the work that my office did, Detective Richie Harbaugh, my detectives, they're just absolutely.
Let's stop it there. So look, I know Giselle is having a field
Girl.
and especially the way they try to come for her about her fashions and stuff. See, she's like regular Robin.
Girl.
That's Empire name for Robin. Okay? I just want to let y'all know. But regular Robin, like it pays to be regular.
Yeah, it does.
I just said to y'all on Monday when we did the Real Housewives of Potomac review, I said to y'all two things that we just found out, at least in the last week, that seem to be true, which is number one, Wendy is a mean girl. Now look, I said as soon as she dropped her doctor title, like she came in that first season, you will address me as Dr. Wendy. Girl. And we was, listen, I was here for it. Yes, Ashley, call that girl doctor. Who you think you, right? I was here for all of it.
Girl, they gonna start calling her Dr. Scammer.
Well,
them damn Nigerians, girl.
I mean, well, it sounds like it. Because who is buying their bags and then going to take them back? But that's what I said. She came back that next season because the girls wasn't here for it, right? They wasn't here for all of her Black excellence and all her smarts. Hey, housewives from the housewives.
Hey.
So they was not here for it. So when she came back, honey, that's when she was finding herself. And I said that from the beginning. I said, you know, she did much better when she had the confidence and I guess lived through her degree. Yeah. That was fine because all of this time we've been looking at her scramble, right? Yeah. To be popular, to be accepted. And like I said, she really want to be Giselle's friend. But what's funny about trying to be Giselle's friend, and then here you is returning your luxury goods, honey. Giselle ain't giving a damn about your bags or nothing. Do you see what Giselle come out in? And listen, and I'm talking about Giselle because everybody else say that. I actually had said I didn't think anything was wrong with the way Giselle dressed. Why? Because I'm okay with people being themselves. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, fine, if that's what you want to put on. She didn't she seemed comfortable and she don't give a damn what nobody's saying. What we know is she ain't changed up a damn thing she been doing this whole time. And it don't matter what nobody say. It don't matter how many times they try to remind her that her husband had babies on her in the congregation. Like, she ain't changing nothing.
She ain't changed a damn thing. And you know what? I can imagine Giselle and Robin on that Reasonable Shady show. They gonna ragtag that ass.
And we blame them. I mean, at this point, we really cannot blame them. I'm saying have at it. Because, girl, what was going on in both of y'all minds? Like, even if you was gonna file the claim, like you said, y'all talking about it through the email?
I don't understand. That's why I'm like.
Got anything else we can add to this claim? Really?
Because you know how. That's the difference.
Did you notice if anything else was missing? That's not the question.
But look, most times I would say the difference between probably a foreigner, Black versus a Black American. We think everything is being spied on anyway, so we ain't about to talk on the phone about it. If we playing this shit, we gonna be in face-to-face talking. Ain't no way in heck I've been to send an email.
I mean, with the degrees they have between the two of them, you got to know that I don't know who's walking around under 20-something that don't know that everything you sending across this web can be, even when you delete it, can go back and be down. Like, what shows are y'all watching? Nobody watching Investigation Discovery?
They not.
2020, Dateline. You ain't watching none of this.
No. Girl, they gonna have him on the stupidest criminal. Because this was the dumbest shit.
They showed needs to be on there. I said Durant kind of sitting there trying to probably cross her eyes and what is it? Dot the I's and
Cross the T's.
Honey, like, don't you come over here for me. But like I said, at least she had the sense. If that's what happened, listen, I'm not one. If you said it happened, you happened. So I'm not one that has said it. And then from that video, I feel like an a-hole if I'm telling her like you lying about that, because I wouldn't want nothing like that to happen to me. You know, and my kids.
Yeah.
However, thank you so much for grabbing your heart me. However, if it was a scheme that Ty set up,
Put this shit on top.
they hired somebody to come in there and do all the things.
They hired nobody. They came home from the vacation and did that shit
I'm
themselves.
talking about Dorit.
Oh, Dorit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Dorit. At least they had the common sense to do that. And clearly they didn't go overboard with what it is. Because what I'm thinking is, if depending on what it is you are claiming, let's say you got a couple Birkin bags. It would be easy to get to the 200.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, okay, before she got on that show, she was just a professor.
I agree.
So she didn't have a couple Birkin bags.
Well, listen. I'm not saying what she did or didn't, but what I am saying is I agree. Thank you, Fearless Focus. I appreciate you for stopping in, honey.
Yes, and the thing of it was to set their antennas off was that high dollar amount.
Yeah.
And they can't blame nobody but they damn self.
I don't know if it was for me, like I said, it's just because I feel like I understand how insurance works. I don't think it was the amount.
I think it was without the house being destroyed.
I think that two things happen. The amount is what it is, but insurance companies are always going to investigate. You can have a $2,000 claim on your auto. They're going to send somebody out to come and check you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. The amount to me, I don't think was the trigger outside of once you needed to provide the proof for it. Like I said about my bracelet, using that as the example. You know, like they are going to ask you, like, no, you don't get to just, you can try, but you might end up where these folks at. And you see, it don't even take a lot of money to get to the point in which you had a felony. $300 or more is all that it takes. And so, of course, they did 200,000. Like,
no, it was 400 and some thousand.
400,000. You're right.
Yes.
And so I'm like, I know that they didn't do that for a couple hundred. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they say that they're in debt.
Clearly, because she's been trying to keep up with these people instead of sticking to what she knew.
Exactly.
And again, if you go back and watch my reviews, y'all, I've been calling it ever since. Now, while we was on here and I was clocking Wendy for who she was, I didn't know she was a fraudster, but I clocked her for everything else, which I guess that's just like being a fraudster,
yeah.
right? But Carlos was over there giving her flowers. Here I go, well, that didn't age well, now did it? And we only 4 days after he did the review. Talking about he thinks that she is upstanding.
I wonder what his ass got to say there.
I know Housewives from Housewives got it because that's who page I saw it on. But yes, I'm like, yeah, that didn't age well at all.
No.
That was just Monday.
No, it did not.
That was just Monday. I can't wait to hear what Carlos King got to come back and say, because I don't know how you excuse it. And again, so let's go to, they say they're looking forward to their day in court. Well, ain't that just what everybody would say? Because once you're here, you know you're going to court, right?
Wait a minute.
Unless you plea it out.
Is she about to pull a Karen? Listen,
it sounds like it.
She's going to be vindicated.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I guess that's where the smirks come from. Do y'all see these people? Do y'all see them?
Hold on, let me put the picture up too over here. Girl, yes. They going to be vindicated. They look high.
She's on her high horse and she's scamming, girl.
Scamming. 4 degrees.
I can't believe it, honey. I can't believe it. We thought it was
There they go.
fake.
There they go.
Yes. So that's why even the picture, I said, do they know something we don't know? But like I said,
They look high.
That's what Kempire said. One of them said, I don't know which is which, but one is on the indigo and one is on the sativa. I I don't know which one make you sleepy and which one make you like hyper, but whichever one, that's what's going on.
He looked sleepy and she looked hyper.
Right. I don't know which one is indigo and the sativa. I don't know which one is that. Which one does what?
Girl.
But listen, look, can you imagine you sitting at your house, you didn't just finish your little happy Eddie, whatever, edible. I'm imagining that they probably do edibles.
Girl,
you know, that's probably a classier way to get your 420.
Girl, I don't think they classy. They not classy. No, hell no.
Not, honey.
Girl, no.
Listen, and I said this is not a scheme that Ty set up. This is a scheme that Wendy and Eddie set up.
No, they've been talking to their cousin Simon.
No,
they've been talking to Simon.
What in the Jesse Smollett is going on? Because that's what this sounds like.
Well, we see from her characteristics back in 2018 that she buys things and takes it back. So that's not classy base at all.
No, it's not.
That's not classy base.
No, it's not.
I ain't did that since I was 18 years old.
I've never done it.
I did. I was 18. We was getting to go to a party.
Done that, like, ever. Like, not especially you to wore it. Like,
yeah, I took it right back. My friend told me about it. And we went over there, got them windbreakers, and took them back the next day. I was 18 years old. First time I ever did it, and only.
But yeah, honey, y'all over here scamming to keep up. And I don't even know who are you keeping up with?
Nobody. Because nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these girls
is it called Potomac?
Checking for you. Like, they really have not been. So I'm saying you doing all of this for what and for who? Because
Giselle and Robin dress like soccer moms. That's how
they dress regular.
And nobody on there, then
literally, Giselle will have on exactly what I got on right now.
Yeah.
In her thing, literally. This little jumper Giselle would have on. Okay? Who are you checking for? And it don't have to be Ivy Park. This is TikTok starness, okay? TikTok shop exclusive over here. Good. That's what Giselle is shopping there too. Now Giselle, like, she had her Gucci sweater on. She might have, and that is funny. That's why I probably relate to how she dressed more so than anything. Is because I feel like I would be that way, right? I don't need to have Gucci jeans. They're jeans. You know what I'm saying? You can get jeans from anywhere. And sometimes the Fashion Nova jeans or whatever, they be cute. You know what I'm saying? Cuter than the other ones that you have to spend hundreds of dollars on.
Yeah.
And that's Fashion Nova ain't that good for fitting us, us women of color and our, bodies.
All this booty.
You might have some jeans that are really good at, fitting your body. If you got a small waist and a,
apple bottom.
Apple bottom, right.
Yes.
Apple bottom, okay? Them hips don't lie. And we need some pants to be able to go over.
That's right.
So I'm saying that to say, like, that is so strange, but I told y'all, I called it on Monday. You say I just got some. They fit from them. They fit good. I know that's right. You talking about Fashion Nova, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I tell people about Fashion Nova? The trick is you have to get your measurements. If you get your measurements and you shop according to your measurements, not to what it is you think the size is you're supposed to get them. Go to that size chart and hit the measurements and get whatever size it is they're telling you. It's like, don't even worry. Because I used to freak out when they sent me to them double digits. Like, who? Like, no.
I'm like, should I wear no 2X? What the fuck? God, I was like, what?
You say look at the reviews, try your closet size, closer size. That too, the reviews work. But let me tell you, go to the size chart. Measure yourself and go to the size chart. That's a win-win.
Yes.
Because stuff change depending on exactly what it is. Even the jeans. So yeah, if you just go to that size chart for whatever it is, you're gonna be okay. But yeah, going back to her, like, it's so strange that she's been wanting to be that girl, and I don't know for who. Hell, even Mia ain't sitting there. They might have cut all her money off, but
they not
she ain't
scamming
down that bad, honey.
Lord, Wendy, how much time you think they're gonna get? Probation or
Well, you know, I do feel like
house arrest?
Listen, it's a first offense. It might, and here's the other part. Maybe they kind of like, we're not going to play with these housewives. Like, who knows? But I am thinking, Mia said she wears Fashion Nova, like all the girls do. Like, do you know that they will be walking around with handbags that cost more than what they got on?
Yeah, yes.
Like top, underwear, bottoms, you know, and the handbag costs more than all of that.
Yes. Girl, this is craziness. I don't know.
Shoes cost more than all of that. But see, that's why I say Giselle is like me. I feel like, and I'm like that anyway. I don't have anything Gucci. Oh, I got them boots. But anyway, I would buy something that was like key pieces.
Yes.
Like a sweater, like a blazer. You know, something that you mix and match
Yes.
with a few other things. Not like a blouse. Like, what do you need a LV blouse for?
And then she said that was stolen. I think it was a shirt that was stolen. I'm like, what kind of rappers is this?
And well, with these designers, who can tell? Because the shit is outrageous what they want you to pay for some of this stuff. And that's why it's like, I've told somebody this, my concept sometimes is, do you let other people tell you what to spend, or do you spend what you're able to spend? Like, because I don't care what it is. Like, again, you go into Gucci and you get a plain white shirt and you pay $400 or
Never.
$500. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just a plain white shirt that you can go to JCPenney or Macy's. Let's say you don't want to trickle all the way down to JCPenney. You can go to Macy's and get something high quality. We can stick with Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
We ain't got to go to the purple label.
Mm-hmm.
You
NYC.
know, like, I'm just saying, like, and again, I'm not even understanding why you were even doing all of this, because the girls you were trying to impress are not impressed. And now here you is with all of these charges.
Because none of them even, because Karen don't dress like that. None of them do.
Karen be trying, but she probably has better access to some things. I don't know. Like you said, like, I don't know who Wendy would, I don't know who she felt like, well, clearly Giselle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, well, here you are, honey, and now you the talk of the town, honey.
Girl, the talk of the nation.
Right.
You
and
all over TMZ.
They are all gonna laugh at you.
Yes. You think she coming to the reunion?
She probably will.
Oh.
I mean, so you know that they filming now. So this probably should be covered in whatever the next season is. Now I did just see that they pushed the housewife swap. They pushed it back a week. I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Somebody said she got her comments limited because they're killing her right now. Okay.
Because I don't know what that's supposed to do, pushing it back a week. Maybe they feel like we're gonna all forget it by the end. And they might be right, until it come back up again. They might be right about that. Listen, but we got the whole season to go through with Wendy. Just like how Karen did last year. She got caught up, right? They had their season, and all season she put her foot in her mouth. Because by the time we got to the end of the season,
she was
we had
shit.
already known the truth. We seen that video, and it was like,
girl.
Like, is it? And same with them. Y'all, you say somebody climbed upstairs in the window. Either way, that would sound like somebody who know where to go.
Exactly. And then people were saying in that part of the county, don't worry about, all that kind of stuff. And then you got to think about them. They're going over to the neighbors, looking at their cameras. Why would you do something this stupid? To me, this stupid as heck. This is dumb. That was just dumb.
It very much is.
They were desperate.
That's why I say this ain't even a scheme that Todd set up. This is a scheme that Wendy and Eddie set up. This is a scheme that Jesse Smollett came up with. Yeah, this is the Jesse Smollett scheme.
And it's gonna be very hard for them.
Report, make it seem like somebody did something to victimize us, and then take advantage of the system. And I do feel like sometimes people think that because they're scamming a system. That people don't like the guy said in the press release. He made sure to kind of point out, like, yeah, I know people feel like it's an insurance company and like it's not this big deal to scam them, but he like it is, and he's right, because now people's premiums go up. It get harder for other people to file their claims, because they telling the truth, and your ass is sitting here lying. About $400,000 worth of purses and jewelry and clothes.
And one thing I had noticed too, because like, especially with your homeowner's insurance, when your credit drop, your premium goes up. And I said, oh, this is why, because out of desperation or whatever, they decide to file a claim so they can, have some kind of financial gain. And look, it's going to be so hard for them to get insurance. They're going to have to go on that. You know how like you have your criminal records, your credit record. They're gonna be in a thing, this insurance thing, where they're gonna have to get this real high risk. Insurance is gonna be sky high. It's ridiculous.
Well, they brought it on themselves.
That was dumb.
Yeah, they brought it on themselves. Cause what possessed y'all? What is going on that had y'all do that? You just said how good Happy Eddie is doing.
Happy Eddie ain't doing good.
Brought a good point up on Empire to say, like, if convicted, because again, these are just charges, so it's still alleged. Keep his business. Because what they're saying, I'm not familiar with what you need to have a cannabis company, but it makes sense to me that you can't run one with a felony. That makes sense.
No, you can run it with a felony. You can, because that's why they were making sure, like, people who've been to jail or prison for selling weed, that they could actually come out and open up a dispensary, so you can have a felony. But they probably have a hard time probably with different business license or business insurance.
Well, yeah, maybe so. Like that, I'm not familiar at all. But what do we listen? Drop down in the comments what y'all think about Wendy and her husband, honey. Like the Jesse Smollett of it all, honey.
Girl, just like Charlamagne the God said.
With it all. And y'all, and like we said, they filed these, so they must have did. So it might be, I thought they said 3 different companies, but maybe it's the 2, because maybe they did the max on both of them.
It's 3 companies.
It's 3. Yeah. Okay. I know the press conference said
because there's a second part.
They told them so much, and then they went to the other company, and then about the wedding ring. Yeah. And so they told the police, like, they had the ring. And then they went to the other company and called and added the ring, like you said, onto the claim. Yes. And then she took a damn picture in it on her Instagram.
Girl,
this must be that ring right here in the little photo, honey. Like, there you go, honey.
Girl, you got to be dumb as hell.
With it, like.
Girl.
Now, I wonder if, like I said, they got these smirks. And it seems like they feel like they know something we don't. Is it possible that what's on her hand is a fake that she went and bought so that she could have something that duplicated her ring?
I don't think so. Possibility.
I mean, that's only a portion of it if it is. Yeah. Like I said, just listening to that, I don't take what the law said. When they do these things, I don't take it at face value as much. I mean, I'm listening to what they say and they have, because that's definitely what they're going to use against them. And I'm like listening to see, like, okay, is there a whole limit? I don't find one, y'all. I mean, I don't.
But the thing of it is too, when they said when they came to arrest him and they had a search warrant and they found like 15 items that was on the list.
Yeah, right. So they found stuff still in their house. Like, right. Who came up with this plan?
Simon Gabadia.
Simon.
Their cousin. The other Nigerian scammer.
Y'all didn't take that mess and put it in your mama's house? Like, give it to somebody?
Look, the mama didn't go to the altar.
Right, okay. She gonna be there today. She gonna be there today, but that's the thing. Imagine sitting in your house, you done finished your night, you done took your little happy Eddie, and here comes, open up. We have a warrant to search the premises.
Here they go. And that's how they was looking.
Right. Honey, I bet Eddie happy he was high. Look, that's the only way I can make it through here is to be high, okay?
Girl. So wait a minute. Now, was Wendy paying her mother like an allowance?
I thought she said, well, I feel like in some season, I don't remember, maybe when she was talking about quitting the
John Hopkins
professor, yeah. I feel like I remember her saying something like that. And here's the thing, they probably for sure do, because it's a culture thing.
Yeah, how much? Because they in financial strains.
I mean, for sure. Anybody going around filing fraud insurance, you got to be in some type of financial strain. Now, who you telling that to and being honest with about? Clearly nobody.
Oh, she's giving her $500 a month is what Tandem said.
$500?
That's what somebody said. $500 a month is what she was giving her mom.
Oh, okay. That seems low.
Yeah. Well, shit, they can't afford that. They can't afford that. The bank want to work at Chick-fil-A.
Christian Louboutin, you gonna give me a little $500? Like, say what now? Oh, look, Carlos King I got the notification. Carlos King live over on YT.
Okay.
We ain't got to get off though. Carlos gets it wrong sometimes. That's why I told y'all better be over here listening to my reviews because I keep it real and 100. I clock these housewives every single time. Every single time I'll be clocking them. And I just clocked Wendy. Not as like I said, well, I guess essentially it was as a scammer. Because that's exactly what I didn't call her a scammer, but what I did say is she changed up her identity trying to fit in to be friends with Giselle. And that's been her MO the whole time. And I said, I feel like because she's a mean girl, and so we got the story to back that up with one of the bloggers, who's the real Ashley.
Ashley
Brooke.
Yeah, Ashley Brooke. Brooke Ashley.
So she was telling the public about the experience she had meeting Wendy, and Wendy told her that you talk bad about me, so she didn't want to take a picture with her.
No, they took a picture. It was after the fact. They were talking, and she mentioned that, and she was just floored because she's always kind of went up for Wendy.
Yeah,
and Wendy was.
So it was like basically wherever you got your information from, you got. I think is the first thing, and the second thing is that's who Wendy is. That's like how Kiara was just K, was just I don't know Kiana, but K.
Yes.
Talking about having that issue with Wendy, and I took up for Wendy even in that. In that moment, I took up for Wendy.
I did too.
That K was kind of pressing.
Somebody said shut up.
I don't know what you expected from Wendy.
Yeah.
Wendy always plays like that. She and that's kind of that Dr. Wendy, that prestige, that like snootiness.
Yes,
I'm not
very
sure
snooty.
why you didn't think that she was that all the time. I can see it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know the girl, but I can see it. You in the room?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why that bothers you. Go ahead and let her act like, because do you want to know her now?
Yeah.
I mean, so what are we saying? What do we think about it? What type of do we think they go? I am thinking it's going to be probation. I'm not thinking that it's going to lead into any particular jail time. And for me, it's really just because it is a first offense. We saw Karen go to jail because that was her fourth time. And I do agree that was a little bit more serious as far as the way she riding around, you know.
Yeah.
With her DUIs and things. But what do we think about this? What do we think the future for Wendy is? How do you think will she show up in public? Do we see her like addressing this for real?
She best to own it because she needs the money.
I feel so shocked by it and embarrassed for them. I don't get why they would play with insurance. That's right. Hey everyone. Hey Danny. Thank you for joining. No, I totally 1000% agree. And that's what I was saying to Angela. Like, I think, especially behind the scenes, people really don't realize the way that insurance companies, they talk to each other.
Yeah, they do.
Like, whether you think they do or not, like, they absolutely do.
Because they have
one thing about an insurance company is they try not to pay your claim. I know we pay them to pay them out. Like, I know that. But their job is to figure out how not to pay it.
Yeah, because they have something.
Somebody else responsible for it.
Yeah, they have something what is almost like the credit bureau that they use whenever you make a claim.
Right, like a check system.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you'd be surprised at the way that it's catch up with you, and that's the reason why it's a paper trail. Y'all talking in the email about it?
Stupid.
And I agree. Like, Eddie, you a lawyer. The thing for the email is like, because I don't care what kind of law you do, right? If you you would know that whatever you're doing, if you're doing something wrong, why are you talking about it through email?
She's not going to
over the phone. Y'all ain't getting no burners. You say yes, she had the ring on in a picture like. Girl, you say he must not be a good one. Clearly,
he must not be.
And I guess you're right because he left her so quick to go sell weed.
She's going to say not true because she thought she was better than the rest. Honey, I don't know. This is, this is one Friday, isn't it?
It is. So I have a chat. Danny said, "Why was he arrested?" She missed that part. Honey, they filed an insurance fraud.
Yes. Insurance fraud.
Claims on insurance on a burglary that the police seem to think didn't happen. Okay, and also on items that when they went into their house to go get them, that they was actually able to retrieve from inside their house.
Girl, just
Thank
got
you.
the number 3 grade. Okay.
Their educational background compared to this offense is insane.
Yes.
I completely agree. It's like the degrees y'all have between the two of you, and this is what y'all came up with?
Stupid.
This is what y'all came up with? She said, I expected this from Dorit. Listen, I said, at least if it is a scheme that Ty set up when it comes to Dorit and what's her husband's name? PK. At least they had enough sense to hire somebody to make the whole thing look better. Like, this shit was so serious. I would feel like an a-hole.
Remember, she has 5 degrees. She got 4 degrees.
Wendy always thought she was smarter than everybody else.
Yes. And the dumbest one up there.
I think that's the thing that gets people caught up and in trouble.
Yes.
It's feeling like, here's the deal. I'm not even trying to take up for the system, but the system is in place for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And so, if you was going to do it, like I say, you just should have thought about that a little harder and thought about your moves a little harder.
Yes. Please come in and like the video.
Say Bravo attracts people who live above their means. People like Candy Birds are rare on TV. Well, see, I feel like that can be That could be true. Like, a yes and a no.
Thank
I
you.
don't think Bravo attracts them. I think the people who come on feel like
they have
that's
to do
what they
that.
have to do. Like we talked about Shamia and her first season as a housewife. Now, I'm not claiming that, even though I feel like, did I hear something about her? And I can't remember. But either way, I'm not claiming that she does not have what she has. But what I am saying is, like I said, go back and watch the reviews. First episode. Who is this hoe? Right? Who the hell was we looking at? Because that wasn't the Shamia we all saw on social media. That was somebody who was giving us what she thought a housewife should be. All of a sudden, now she's
Someone says,
cross and speaking in a way that's like, girl.
Look, someone says that that's why she wanted Nneka off the show.
Well, I said that about who's the new one that's on this season. I said for some reason, but Nneka was coming for her in a different type of way. You're right. But I said she don't want no other African on there with her, in my opinion.
Girl, they might know her team.
She's a mean girl. I told y'all that. She is a mean girl.
She is.
Shamia, I fear, is going to digging into her husband. I don't know why she's on there. Right. But that's kind of what I'm saying. So back to if they attract these people, the truth is they don't. No. The one thing about being a housewife, I brought Giselle up and I brought Kim Pyle call her Regular Robin. I like that name, so I keep up with that. Regular Robin. But like I said, even Ashley, let's go with Ashley. They all like on some real talk. They all come in just with what they got.
Yes.
They dogged Giselle out about her house.
Yeah.
Dogged her out about it. But she can afford it.
Yeah.
Same with Kenya. Now, nobody dogged her out about her house, but what I am saying is she can afford her house. Because what you do is you take these checks, you spend whatever money you need to spend.
Yes.
Pay off the stuff that you got to do. That's why I wasn't mad at Sheree. Sheree took so long to build her house because she had to get them checks, and they kept paying her off.
But I don't know
what professor in my doctoral program. She was really cool. Okay, Dr. Teddy, that's wonderful.
Wendy committed fraud.
I feel like that's a facade. But that's cool. I mean, listen, I'm glad you had a good experience with her. And I don't mean to be talking. I ain't trying to dog the lady out. I'm just saying. I feel like she lost herself.
Yeah.
She's keeping up with something on here. And I'm confused about who she was keeping up with. Because the girls she hang with don't even do these things.
She just wanted to be the it girl on the show.
Yeah.
And she went and did all those different things. And here you are. The scammer. The Nigerian scammer.
And a bad one at that.
Girl. Can't even get it right.
Now they did. Now listen.
Yeah, she did lose herself.
He made sure to say how serious this was and that they were taking it very serious.
Yeah.
And so I thought about Teresa and Joe Giudice, right? Because that was both their first offenses too. And they both did get time. So, it feels like this is something that's kind of up in the air.
Girl, I'm thinking they're going to get some house arrest.
Yeah, I kind of thought about it and I'm like, hey, they might actually end up getting a little something that seems more than probation. Yeah. Because, there was I think those emails kind of feel real icky.
Yeah. So, how long has she been in the United States?
I thought they were I don't know. Don't get me to lying about their history. I thought they were born here, honestly. But I could be wrong. So when I saw the press conference, I was shocked, girl. Me too, honey. When we saw that picture, I was like, say what now? You say there was a blog all about the tea thing that was putting out many stories about Wendy.
Mm-hmm. Someone says not house arrest over 400,000. So maybe they might have to go.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I had to think about that really. And like you said, I think the amount. Because
he kept saying it. He kept saying that high amount.
The amount. And also, like I said, he did make sure to reiterate, like, no, we taking this serious. Like, it's not a slap on. It's not something that's like, oh, it's nothing. And again, according to their smell,
they go back to you.
they seem to know something we don't. Okay, I don't know what that is quite yet. I hope it's in the email.
I just don't understand the email.
Thank you for grabbing your heart.
These have got to be the dumbest criminals ever.
I'm saying, honey,
this is just the dumbest shit.
Like this is a scheme that Jussie Smollett came up with, honey. That's who they contacted for some of their plans. Like, okay, how did you do this? Wrong road.
Wrong road. That was the dumbest. I can't believe this. I feel like we're living in an alternate universe.
But Wendy has so much to say about everyone else, right?
Yeah.
How the mighty has fallen.
Yes.
And that's a lesson about not being on your high horse too much either.
Yeah.
Like, if you are gonna be up there, honey, you better be able to back it up.
You better be.
You better be able to back it up.
Girl, this is just something here. And to still have the stuff in your house. And only the screen was on the roof. I wonder who put the screen on the roof.
Only the screen.
Yeah, the window screen. Who put it up there?
Somebody who didn't think none of that.
Did one of the
kids come up with it? Maybe one of them kids who don't think she a doctor. Because that's what it's given, like teenager or something. It's given no thought was going into this.
Girl, it's like
I just can't believe it. All the money they have and still have to cheat for money and more. Right? Well, clearly
they don't got that much money.
Yeah, like I'm saying, this is a sure sign that they are struggling for something.
Yes. Probably, all that fake stuff. I mean, all the, she's trying to outdress everybody. And if you broke, why the hell is y'all going to Jamaica?
That's right. Keep it up with, maybe it's the Instagram lifestyle. Maybe she ain't got enough, she ain't getting enough sponsors and stuff. Them people you're supposed to be able to make money off your posts.
Yes.
Say all those degrees cost her money and those cars, honey. Yes.
I was watching.
It's giving Tricks for Dummies books.
They owe millions in student loans. Well, shit. I don't think millions.
Well, they gonna owe a whole lot more now. Add that to the punch.
Yeah.
And I guess we just gonna hope that Eddie is able to keep the business when this is all done. I wonder how long this might go through. Just how long it's gonna take. They are filming, which we know that they're not gonna say much because it's an open investigation. So I'm figuring we can at least count on that. They're probably not gonna say too many details.
But they're gonna be messy. Giselle and Ashley gonna be messy as hell.
That's what she said. They thought those insurance companies were small and weren't gonna investigate. That's exactly my point. The insurance company is paid to investigate.
Exactly.
They're going to, and and you see, it only took a year almost. A year and a half or so. And that's the deal. It can take long for that paper trail to catch up. It can take a while, but once they do, baby, they coming for what you owe them. They coming.
And it's funny because they knew about that shit from 2018. I said, well, damn, that they took back.
Right. Well, no, I feel like those were the receipts that they went to get. So it's kind of similar to what I was saying in the sense of when they asking about my Pandora bracelet, right? If I had gave them a receipt, it would have been from some time, way ahead or whatever. But I think the issue is that they take you was giving them receipts for stuff you took back. Because even if you found stuff in the house, that stuff you still have.
Yeah.
Either way, it wasn't stolen.
Girl,
that's the issue.
Nothing was stolen. Nothing was stolen. Nothing was broken into. They came home and said, "Oh, we spent too much money on vacation."
I mean, right? Imagine that being your backup plan to come and pay for your vacation. gonna come home and file an insurance claim.
Girl.
She said, I can't wait to watch the show on Sunday. Her mom is gonna claim witchcraft. Honey, that's what she said. That's what Angela said. Did she go to the altar? I said, she had one now.
Yeah. She better be slain in the spirit.
She had one now. All these degrees that don't think about wearing your ring. I'm saying, honey, you should have thrown that thing away.
Girl. And get you some.
Or like Brief with what's her name? Brief with L said, go take it to somebody you trust, melt that thing down, and get you something else made. But you damn sure wasn't supposed to show up on Instagram with it, and nowhere else for that matter.
And that's what a lot of people like. One of my daycare parents was a probation officer, and she said, what we just do is go on people's social media and look. Half of the shit they do, they doing it on there. That's how we know what's going. If I was a criminal,
that was the same thing with Teresa and Joe Giudice, right? The actual people said they looked at the show, right? Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember. Well, I know I remember when they moved into their house and went shopping. Again, some stuff like I don't try to count people's money. Even people in my personal life, and don't try to count mine.
That's
okay?
right.
So so I don't try to count people's money. But what I know when somebody adds up and when it doesn't. And that don't, again, not that I'm counting your money, because if you got it, flown it, okay? But you can't be riding around in a Range Rover or, a G-Wagon and you're renting your home. That shit don't add up. Now, you can be irresponsible, cool. That don't add, it don't add up to be running around like that. Like you say, they had Eddie didn't have a whole lot to say about nobody, but Wendy does. And this is kind of it's a white collar crime, but it's very low level.
Yes, very low.
Don't you think?
Because I know people in the hood that do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a white collar crime, but it's very low level. It's very not in the same realm of where y'all be and the people y'all hang around. They commit tax issues.
What happened?
I'm not suggesting that anybody go and do that, but I'm just saying the level of crime, kind of just matches the stature that you're in life. And this is way low.
Low vibration.
Low vibrational. Yeah, I agree.
Deborah Dorr, what has happened is Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac, her and her husband has been arrested and arraigned. They're out on $50,000 bond each for insurance fraud.
Thank you, Claudia. So listen, make sure y'all join us on Mondays and Tuesdays because we do a review for Real Housewives of Potomac, and we also do a review for Bill Collective. And when Love and Marriage Huntsville return, we will be adding back Love and Marriage Huntsville. You can catch the replays on YT. What is it? Who Asked for This is my channel, or I Am Brandy Janae. And you can find Angela as Word on the Curve.
On YouTube, okay.
On YT. But you can go see the replays there. And let me tell y'all, honey, I clocks these housewives. I know Carlos been working with them forever, but Carlos was just over there giving Wendy all kind of praises. And while I was clocking her on Monday, I clocked her on Monday, y'all, before this even came out. And it wasn't nothing about her doing insurance fraud. I just clocked her on not being herself.
Yes.
I clocked her on that. Been clocking on that. Go look at all of them, honey. I'm telling you.
This is a fall from grace because my first meeting of Wendy was on the MSNBC and on Roland Martin as a political commentator. Now here you are some dang scamming ass Nigerian. I can't even equate the two. Allegedly. Well, that's what the police people said. So shit. Here, we got the mug shot right here.
That's what the police people said.
Yes, here's the mug shot. They say y'all did it.
They also said you are innocent until proven guilty. Because wait, that state's attorney had to come behind the police officer, and you're right. The police officer was like, they found a police report.
Oh my God.
He just let it out. The state's attorney had to come back and say, well, I just want to reiterate that everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But they feel like they got it, honey.
Yeah.
And from what we heard, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
I don't even have any rope to give her with this.
No.
I really don't.
No.
There's none.
There's none.
There's none.
You missed that Wendy and her husband, Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac, had gotten arrested yesterday and was arraigned today for insurance fraud.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you missed. And
Something, taking it back, getting caught with the ring she claimed on her insurance on her finger on Instagram. Okay. And when they came into the house, they claimed
they found
of the items that they put on the insurance claim. It was still in their house, y'all. Still
there.
In the house.
Girl.
They got 5 or 6 degrees between the two of them, honey.
Shit.
Degree ain't worth a damn. Huh?
Nuh-uh. It's like that African money the scammers used to sell that had the ink on it. That's how much it's worth right there.
Okay.
Nuh-uh. So her, I believe her and Simon Gabadia, they all in the same basket.
Thank you for the follow, Simon.
Mm-mm.
Yes, make sure y'all come on Monday evenings. We do
Yes.
Monday night at 8:30.
Yes.
Sometimes 9. Just come on and be in the room. We working it out, y'all.
We working it out.
But we get down to it, okay? We
Yes.
get down to it and we tell the truth. All right.
Yes. So.
And like I told y'all, I clocked Wendy right on Monday. I clocked her. I had no idea this was what was coming.
No.
Had no idea.
No.
I can't believe it, y'all. But we was the same way. As soon as I saw it, I thought, is this a joke? Are you kidding me? Not Dr. Wendy.
Not Dr. Wendy.
Address me as Dr. Wendy. Okay, Dr. Wendy Scammer.
Girl, because I'm like, the picture looks like she looks younger in the picture. So I'm thinking maybe they got in trouble years ago.
No, common sense is not so common.
No.
That is the truth, okay? You say, I watch a Real Housewives of Prison, baby. At this point, they need to have one, honey. They need to have a halfway house for the housewives that's getting out of prison.
Girl,
both of them. Let me step back so you can see. Both of them.
Yes, both of them.
Honey, look, I said, do they know something we don't? And that's the deal, too. Y'all sitting there in the mug shop. And then, again, the statement is just that they home and they are in good spirits and they're looking forward to their day in court. You can't do nothing but look forward to the day in court at this point. But I don't really know. I am so curious to know what the defense will be. Because, I got to know. Because the way they just laid that stuff out there, I can't find nothing.
Girl, she gonna be she better not be like Karen.
About Willis, she does.
She better not be like Karen, talking about she gonna be vindicated.
Yes, honey, Wendy with the 7 degrees, okay? Yes. Honey.
Looks like Happy Eddie instead of...
Smarter than everybody in the room. And that's what we say also. If you think you are smarter than everybody in the room, you are in the wrong room. That goes back to why she's trying to keep up with the girls who she thinks she's better than. Why is it that you're trying to keep up with somebody you think you better than? That was what I clocked on Monday. She been dying to be Giselle's friend. Giselle wear the equivalent of what I put on. She had her Gucci sweater on Monday, but you know Giselle don't pop out with the Gucci and the Louis too often. How the mighty falls, that's right.
My son just
like that is her.
My son just brought me some Nigerian food.
Okay.
Some food.
Right. They look like they've been on their own supply.
Yes.
Not the snack. Yeah, funny. She got her little Nigerian snack, okay? In what do we call it? In observance of Wendy and Eddie's arrest. Untimely arrest.
Yes. The fufu in the soup.
Yes, you say you can't stand Stacey. And see, but here's the deal with Stacey, because I know, like, the girls was riding her coattail about lying about that man, right?
Yeah.
But this, don't you think this is a lot worse?
Oh.
And I said that, I clocked that on Monday as well. I said, I don't know why these girls so worried about why this girl lied, if she did lie, about paying that man. Like, I'm not sure Stacey is an easy target. That's right.
She is.
But look, this is how you deal with people in life. If she lying, it's her lie to tell.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody about to come knocking on her door, putting her in the clank about it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's be clear.
Did you hear what the one lady had said on Kempire? That they was wondering if he was actually selling the weed to dispensaries that were legally able to receive that type of marijuana or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's an investigation into that too. But one of the ladies has said.
Oh, okay, maybe so. Well, they probably gonna look at everything, I guess. I don't know. At the same time, you know, I feel like one thing we remember is that I don't now, unless another charge comes up, they just deal with what they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if it'll go as far as into that. That's why I do remember just hearing, I thought a lady said she didn't think he would be able to keep whatever license or whatever with the felony. I'm not sure if he could or couldn't, but that would be something that I guess would be in jeopardy. Everything, not you, Miss Robin, girl. No, we're not calling Robin back. But to your point, like I said, with regular Robin, honey, she just, whatever her life was, she was in that townhome for as long as she needed to be in that townhome.
Yes, she was.
Until one got him a job.
Yes.
And then when she started making money, she done got her a business started. She got her podcast. So now that Juan has been fired from his job, she is still able to pay those bills.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming Juan got another job because they ain't been back since that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, to your point, so going back to the housewives, whether Bravo attracts them. Bravo attracts drama.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they want, you know, like, that's what the show is going to bring and what they, you know, kind of what they want is something exciting, right?
Yeah.
But I think Briefway L said it well, and I've said it multiple times. Again, follow my reviews, y'all. You know, we have to look at the history of Housewives. Housewives started off very, very low key. Okay, we going all the way to Orange County. The very premise of Housewives was not necessarily what they had, but it was an affluence in a way of getting you to see a different side of life. So like it was the women behind the gate. Yeah. They all lived behind a gated community. That's something that everybody don't have access to. You know, like unless you invited to go to somebody's house behind the gate. So that was the premise of it. Hell, Vicky Goldstein is an insurance agent to this day. She never quit her job. She never closed her business. She continued to work from the day she started to the day she left that show, or they fired her, whichever one happened. And the girls on the show used to get on her about it. Yeah. Oh, why do you have to bring your laptop with her? And all of them would get mad at her, because she was saying it down to them, like, well, I have to work, because a couple of them was like housewives, for real. And so she's like, well, I have to work. Like, basically, this ain't paying itself, and Don ain't paying it either. So I got to work and make sure, you know, so I'm saying this to say, the women did work. Gina was a real estate agent in Orange County. Go to New York. Now, what changed the game was when Bethany made her millions from selling her skinny girl margarita to Jack Daniels. She made $43 million. And that was, nobody knew that. That's why the girls now have to sign a clause in their contract.
Yeah.
about any of their business that they promote on the show. They have to, it's Bethany named it the Bethany clause, because that was so new. Nobody knew that watching her build that brand on that show, because you literally watched it from the beginning to the end. And that she would make that type of money. So, and she was the lowest on the totem pole in New York as well. Like, as far as what everybody had, you're on the show with a countess, okay?
Yeah.
She's a Countess Luann, even though she ended up falling from grace too. But that's the deal. Like, you know, some things have a way of humbling you, because at this point, Countess had to drop that Countess act, and she had to get real with it. Like, I like to screw men all over the place. Don't judge me. And we not. Like, we not. You know? So I say Atlanta came in. Atlanta kind of changed the game with the opulence. I feel like for us, that's something that we do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we always seem to have to come just a little bit more extravagant.
Because we have to.
Yeah, instead of kind of staying in your lane. Nene came out with the I'm rich. Remember that?
Remember Candy Face?
She got her first couple million, which we know Candy came on already rich, but she didn't flunk that, you know, because it was what it was. She bought the house she could afford. She stayed in her means.
Yeah.
She had the car she could afford. They talked about her for buying foreclosed houses and fixing them up. Right now, she got 2 houses sitting across from each other. See, that, like, people do need to know how to spend their money smart.
Yeah.
And not just blow it on handbags that you need to go file false insurance claims for, because now you all out of money.
Candy said she don't even got a Birkin.
I don't blame her, because if I am not that I am in no danger of getting a Birkin or accepting one anytime soon. Okay. However, that's the only way you're gonna see me one if somebody gifted it to me. Right. Me go to a store and spend $40,000, even if I had it. Do you know how much money you really have to go spend that type of money on a handbag?
Look. She was trying to buy one for Riley. And she didn't know it was levels to buying it, because she thought she'd just go in there and buy it.
Girl.
And you have to go through all this process. She said, she said, you don't even get to pick out the damn bag.
No, yeah.
I said, well, shit. That's too rich for my blood.
I think you pick whatever's out, right?
No, you have to buy, like, you have to build up your way to buy it. So you have to buy, she had to buy something small. And then it's levels. And then when she gets when they give her the opportunity to buy the bag, she buys a bag, but she does not get to pick it out. Is what Candy said.
Right.
I'm not investing.
That's right. If I was rich like Oprah, I bet Oprah ain't got one also. If she got one, Hermes
gave it to her. You know that's right.
But you know, one thing about Oprah said this a long time ago, and I just assume that it's the same. But she said she pays for all of her stuff. She said exactly, the designers send her the things, but she don't understand why they send it to her when she can afford it, right? Like, so she pays for her things. But I agree that if she got one, somebody gave it to her, she did not spend her money and buy it. Now, here's the deal when it comes to some of these bags, because those are investment pieces. Yeah. Like, you can purchase something like that, you can keep it, and I guess I don't know what happened with these people. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's all dupe. Maybe she's filing claims on dupe merchandise. Because this is another thing. You know those bags, my Coach bag has a serial number in it.
That's not dupe. She's filing on fake.
No, I'm saying this to say, if she had 15 items still in her house, right? Because the thing about stealing stuff like that is they do have serial numbers.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's how you end up locating things. It's because they have, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she met all her shit that she said that she has and claimed. they can be dupes.
You mean fake?
Like I said, knock off. I'm saying dupes.
Because dupes usually don't have the name on it. The fake ones usually try to pose as the real, and the dupe is something similar.
Some very good ones, baby. Go to Turkey. I got a Chanel bag that you wouldn't know.
That's a fake. But the dupe is something that looks similar, but it's not the name on there.
A replica there. If we want to get the term right, then it would be a replica. But we know what I mean by a dupe, which it just would be not the real one, right? And so that could be even worse. I wonder if that's gonna come out.
Don't tell me she was opening her stuff up and all plastic like Miss Netta was. Coming in garbage bags. Lord have mercy.
Right? That's interesting right there. That's interesting right there because like I was just about to talk about the bags being an investment. Your jewelry can be an investment. So if you needed to make money, why wouldn't you have sold the things that you already have? Probably don't want nobody to know that you needed money.
Sharice just had a garage sale.
Well, I think Sharice's divorce has gone awry, her settlement. But but again, I don't know. Sharice felt like when she was on, I think she was spending that man money because she was mad at him and she was trying to stick it to him, you know. Yeah. But I don't think that she is outside of living whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like you said, she's selling her stuff because she got to go. You know what I mean? And so that's what you do.
Poor Wendy.
Poor
They should have known better than this.
Living within your means, yes, does not get you into prison. That's right. That is the lesson for today. Live within your means. That's honey.
Right. Stop keeping up with them Joneses.
Honey, who are the Joneses?
Yeah.
Okay, who are they? And what y'all keep it back? That's what I mean. And go back to Wendy. Like when you really think about it, who was she trying to impress?
The girl.
Because you really and at the end of the day, with all that you did, you still was kind of coming up like right here. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't a fan favorite. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of barely got there. So it's like you didn't even really kind of get it.
Because she's a fraud. Oh my God.
Y'all trying to keep up with the girls in Beverly Hills? Like, honey, like get out of here.
Girls, poor Potomac.
Potomac, honey. I said even what was the Mia? I said even Mia know better than that, honey.
Yes. So there we have it. The scammers.
Potomac, honey. Potomac.
Potomac.
That's what we said.
By way of Maryland.
By way of Maryland. So this is going to be an interesting story to follow, just to see how long this is going to take, honey. I wonder what Karen is thinking, because you know Karen wasn't feeling her last season, so I wonder what Karen got to say about it.
Yes. So we have the arrest of Wendy and Happy Eddie for insurance fraud. They're released on bond of $50,000 each. They had frauded over $435,000 from the insurance companies. That is what happened.
Get your heartbeat so you can grab the sticker and post the sticker.
You said, so what now?
I was telling one of my chat. He said, definitely a scheme that Ty set up. I got a sticker right for it. But I said, it's a scheme that Jussie Smollett came up with. This is not the scheme that Ty came up with. Because remember, Ty never got caught doing nothing.
He knew how to swerve. She said,
right, he knew how to swerve and find himself into different situations.
He knew how to swerve.
Yeah, this is not the scheme that Ty set up. This is the scheme that Jussie Smollett set up. Like, what in the Jussie Smollett is this? Okay?
That's Simon Gabadia.
Say he an honest working man, right?
Yes.
Ty got with Candy and got legit. Listen, that's all I'm trying to say. The scheme that Ty set up for the bullshit usually get over on the people, okay?
Wow.
That's what happens on that, y'all. I'm so glad y'all came to join
Yes.
us, y'all. Listen, jump
Thank
in the
you.
comments.
Leave us in the
Let's go,
comments.
honey. Let's talk some more. Hey, Miss Nova, listen, right? Everybody
Uh-oh.
coming in like, what? What is going on? Yes, honey. Wendy and her husband, Eddie, have been detained, honey. Now, they've been let go on $50,000 bond a piece. They had to do $50,000 a piece, $100 between the two. I don't know where the money came from because they said they scamming the insurance company.
Look.
Maybe it's that money that they paid out to them.
Look. One over here says, Kyra, she says, no wonder why they friends with Peter.
That's what somebody else said on Kim Fire. You know, because Peter, now listen, but what I said is this. Now, y'all tell me if y'all feel the same. This is kind of a low budget crime.
Yeah.
I think that evading your taxes is a little bit higher than what they're doing over here. It's all wrong. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's all wrong. But a little bit higher. Like, I feel like we understand people skipping out on their taxes.
Yeah.
Even though we ain't supposed to, I think we understand that. We even understand how it happened. Oh, no, Peter was worse. I forgot. It wasn't his taxes. He wasn't paying his
employee taxes.
Stuff. Right.
He was keeping the money.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't paying. I had to get that right.
Yes.
He wasn't paying his employee stuff. Now, listen, I might sound like Tasha K. Really, it's probably the other Tasha, because I don't think I sound like Tasha K. But what I am going to tell you is I ain't going to tell you no crazy stuff like Tasha K be doing. You know, she just talk all outside her head.
There's a difference between a lawyer and an attorney.
So allegedly, Wendy and her husband, Eddie Osefo, with the smirk on their face, okay? Because they know something we don't, which is, I think they saying they didn't commit insurance fraud, but that's what the people saying, honey. The people that came and picked them up. You say I sound exactly like her, like Tasha's K. Ooh. I know most people tell me the other Tasha. What's her name? Is it Tasha Smith? The one from Why Did I Get Married? Angela.
Okay. I can hear it a little bit, yeah.
That's the one they talk about. But yes, honey, so insurance fraud, $400,000. They filed 3 claims, or they found claims with 3 different insurance companies. On
Triple
burglary that happened, or allegedly they came back from vacation. They filed a police report saying that somebody came and broke in their house. The police said they didn't have no fingerprints, no nothing,
no footprints because they had to step on the toilet.
No sign that anybody. She said they climbed up to the 2nd story and came into their bedroom window and ransacked the bedroom and got the hell out of there. They didn't go out the front door. I don't even know, like, that don't even sound like criminal behavior 101.
No. I'm telling you, they got to be more.
They
ask their hood friends.
If there was an alarm on it, it wouldn't matter. Like, once you knew that you could raise up the window and nothing happened, you just go out the front door or the back door. You say they can't even lie good, honey. No, they cannot.
They couldn't. They had to do it on email.
Right, and then they end up having emails. Eddie is emailing her, asking her, "Is there anything else we can add?"
Because I'm trying to get over the amount.
Because he's trying to get to the max.
That's ridiculous.
The lawyer in the family did that.
Happy Eddie.
Happy Eddie. He had to be on some Happy Eddie.
Girl, this sounds like some crackheads. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a crackhead move.
You know what? Maybe they are.
Girl.
Up to 420. But maybe they've been doing it a little too much.
Girl, they got a hold of something else.
You say Wendy will blame Eddie for everything. Y'all ticket and pick behind this modern day slavery. What's that? Okay.
What? Huh?
I don't know.
But whatever happened, they did it to themselves.
Yeah, that's for sure. They did.
They did that.
We didn't ask for none of this information.
Yeah, they did that. You did that, girl. Y'all did that. Y'all did.
Yeah,
it.
I feel like Eddie's family probably like that's what Kim Fire said. Like I told you she was probably blaming her. And maybe it could be. Like they could both be engulfed with whatever this lifestyle is that they kind of come into with it.
Yes.
But that's a shame, you know, what they say for the love of money.
Girl, they got a house of cards over there.
And I'm wondering what Karen will have to say too. Like, you think Karen gonna be gracious at all?
I wouldn't be.
I know I wouldn't either.
No, I wouldn't be.
What would Wendy Williams say, honey?
Girl.
I don't know. What would Wendy, honey? She would run her through the mud. She would tell her what Angela said, like they some Nigerian scammers.
Yep.
The shame is, as much as I try to like not adapt to that train of thought, it feels like we just keep being proven wrong.
Yeah.
Huh?
Some damn scammers. I wonder how long they've been scamming.
I really try not to, you know, because that's what you said. Ain't they Nigerian? I said, well, that's what they say. You know, like that's what the people say that they scammers. I try not to believe that. But shoot.
But anyways.
Yes, honey. Yes. The way that wig sitting on my head.
Girl.
Whoop-de-doo. That's exactly what it's giving. Whoop-de-doo. That's probably, and that's how they sitting at home in a good mood. Talking about, well, whoop-de-doo. Let's get some more Happy Eddie.
Ooh,
But
Lord.
yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see when Giselle and Robin get on their podcast.
Girl.
I ain't never listened to one of their podcasts.
I'm listening
but
Monday.
I'll be listening to that one.
Yes, I am. Because they're going to run her.
I will be listening to that one. And we might come back and recap it for y'all
Girl, look.
when they do it.
Because
Okay?
look, they going to be messy as hell.
and who could blame them?
Woo!
Who could blame them?
Did you catch Mia's live?
I did not.
She's talking about it.
What she say?
She was just kind of laughing, basically.
Well, I had listen, like I said, now they might have cut Mia off from her funds, you know, and then she kept walking around talking about she was CEO. And I'm like, CEO of somebody else's company? I mean, you can be, but I think if they can snatch it back, like how, you know. Anyway, but listen, at least she's not running around with no fraud charges. She might be dating somebody too short and too young for her, but from what we know, that's not against the law either, right? Like,
Bobby Valentino can't be too young.
I don't know. He looked like it. He's short and little, and she looked too big to be with him.
She's too
That's
big,
all
yeah.
I'm saying. I don't know. Like he looks like a child. That's all. And I know he's not, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he got to be in his 40s.
I don't know. How old is the boy? I guess he might be like my age. I guess they all my age, huh?
Is she about your age too?
That's why I was about to say.
Yeah.
I guess they all my age.
Yeah. He got to be in his 40s.
Let me see. Let me look that up really quick.
Bobby V. Lord.
Yeah, 45 exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, he just little.
Yeah.
He just an itty bitty, and she is Amazon.
Girl.
You know what? But I think short men like that. I guess they don't have no choice.
You know, opposites attract, so.
No, I think, well, let me just say this. Speaking from my own experience, though, I do think men like statuesque women. So not necessarily big, right? Like you know that, but they do like women who have like a tall, like elongated build, like a statuesque. You say not too much on the Amazon. That's Miss Nova. Miss Nova is 5'10", right?
He ran out with pants. Oh, it must
Not
be
too much, huh? Miss Nova, how tall is your husband? I want to know. 6 feet. Okay. Oh no, you 6 feet. That's right. I forgot. And when I say 5'10", yes. Okay, we got a couple 6 feeters in here. How tall y'all husbands? I need to know. Cause now what was Mia? Mia was somewhere like that. Was she 5'10" or 6 feet? She was somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Now I say she turns, but I do think men like that, you know. But whatever. He looked little bitty. Too little to be with her.
I think a lot of short men like tall women.
Listen, like I said, she ain't doing nothing that's against the law, okay, and that we know of that have come up, okay.
Nothing.
And so you know, and I think like you know, I hate this for Wendy because she has had this air, but baby, buckle up, honey. You thought it was bad before.
You said, buckle up, buttercup.
Don't you come and pull no colorism scam about your doggone bag with this one, because it ain't got nothing to do with it.
Did you see?
One damn thing.
Because old girl thought somebody was trying to take her down. I'm like, for what?
Yeah, that's what, you know, like, right. Who is she? Why would anybody be trying to take Wendy down? Like, are you kidding me? The whole county of Maryland. Like, why would they have it out for Wendy Osefo?
Girl.
Wendy could have been the next Olivia Pope with her degrees. You better talk about it. But that's what I'm saying. She got confused. Trying to keep up with what the public was saying.
She was trying to be a baddie.
And she ain't never turned the comments off. She better turn them off today. Because she's gonna have her tail on the 5th floor somewhere.
Someone said she turned them off.
Hmm?
Someone said she turned them off or limited them.
Oh yeah, that's what I did not tell y'all. I clocked it every time. That's what I said. If she gonna turn them comments off today, because she stay in the comments. You can always tell when a housewife is in their comments because they change up. They come back the next season, you know, trying to do something different. Lisa Rinna did it when she tried to be nice. All of them do it. Well, not all of them. But you can tell the ones who do. And Wendy is the same. That's why the 5 degrees. And she didn't let the noise of the people who was rooting for her, because I was rooting for her. I think we both said that on Monday, right? That her first season, I didn't mind her leading with her degrees. Didn't bother me. I thought that was good. I think anybody who has that,
multiple degrees.
Should. Yeah, I think
it's the way she came off, though. It was just kind of annoying.
No, I feel like it's funny how people can know what the Achilles heel is. And so her Achilles heel was to not pay it any attention. Because at the same time, you came into something, Claudia said, arrogance.
Yes.
Well, she was arrogant. But here's the deal. You can be a little arrogant if you got it to back it up. I feel like the problem was she was a newbie, and she did not give that. Like, she came in, she knew she had more degrees than everybody on there, still does, right? And with that being said, like you said, the arrogance kind of, you didn't pay your dues. Like, you just got here. That's why Karen was like, I don't know her, right? And then she turned around and played the same thing. She played the same I don't know you card.
To Angel, yes.
You know, so she did it. But I feel like she came in in a more humble space, right? Just like knowing that she's new. Still being Dr. Wendy. Like the way she talked to Ashley, like that was a hierarchy situation. Feeling like Ashley is the one married to the old YT man. She only worked, you know, like she only got this restaurant because of this man. Like, you literally belittle who this girl was as a whole person.
Yeah.
Because of what she had. And so you will address me as Dr. Wendy. Now listen, because I ain't really like Ashley, I was here for it. But I am going to say, like, yeah, that's a bit wrong because you can't say that to me.
Yeah, Dr. Scammer.
Well, right. We're going to call her Dr. Allegedly. Allegedly, okay?
Then what them folks said. They said it. This man right here said it. Let me put him up here. This
You
man.
say that's what them folks said.
Yes, he said it. That guy. Them folks
Yeah,
said it.
I still don't like Ashley either.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I was here for the checkmate, right? I was here for the checkmate, but I'm also able to call out exactly why she did it. She felt like she could. She felt like she could belittle, and again, not even recognizing that those girls had already built a bond, and that the bond wasn't gonna be with you because you out-degreed all of them. But you thought because you was AKA like your sorority sister, you thought you would be a mean girl like your sorority sister.
Mm-mm. And she paid her dust, did she?
Paying her nothing but dust, okay? And still to this day, they playing nice now, but she's still paying you dust. So did y'all see Candace live when she learned about it? Did you see Candace live? I didn't watch it. What did she say? I feel like I saw a clip of her live or like an interview she was
doing an interview.
Okay.
It's just basically thinking someone had set her up or set.
That's right. That was what it was. Yeah, she was wondering if they were trying to take her down. Was that the word?
Yeah, take her down. Take down these black entrepreneurs.
Ridiculous. But listen, Candace is a friend. That's her friend. And so that's the most neutral thing you can say. And especially at the time that they were talking about it, because I don't feel like we had that police press conference at that time. So even with that, even with us, like we were saying, we got the news. The news came out about 10 something, my time, Eastern. And we were all really trying to figure out, like, what? Like, where did this come from? And so as the day unfolded, other more details came out about it. And so trickle all the way down to the police conference. And yes, girl. She's like, wait, there was a police press conference. Yes, girl, because they made sure to let us know insurance fraud is not some rinky-dink crime, okay? Like, this is something that they take very serious. And she is messing with everybody. But yes, honey, they did a whole conference. And in that, made sure to let us know that. And so that's why I said, like, they really are taking it serious. Yeah. They really are. And so, listen, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I'd be interested to see what it is what the smirk is about. Yeah. Or do we want what they having? Because y'all was having a hell of a night, but y'all sure don't look like it. Girl, wasn't they having a night? I don't know. Hell of a night, okay? Having a hell of a night, okay? Girl. Listen, Wendy. You say I want what they got. Exactly, right? Like, right. It's that effort. It's that effort gummy. Like, they're like, F this stuff. Like, hey, ain't that what what's his name? Cat Williams, long time on one of his specials, talking about F it. Girl. Miss Wendy. Y'all done fucked up. Messed up the church's money, honey. Messed up the insurance people's money. That's the money you fucked around with. And now you got the FAFO. Okay? Fuck around and find out, yes. You got the FAFO, honey. Like, and look, peace be with y'all, but it don't look good. From the details, it don't sound good. And like they said, they're just looking forward to their day in court. So clearly they feel like they know some things that we don't. And maybe they think because all of their stuff might be fake that's going to make a difference. The problem is the claim that you filed. That was fake. That's the problem. That is the problem that you're going to have, lady. If they came in your house and found 15 of the items that you put on your insurance claim, like, Excuse me?
Girl. And then you wear the damn ring on social media. You post a picture of it.
Yes, like, excuse me, honey?
Like they have no idea that people actually be out here investigating.
Yeah, that's exactly like they didn't think fat meat was greasy.
No, they didn't.
Ain't that what Mama said?
Yep.
Like Mama used to say.
Yes.
Okay.
My mom would say that when she about to whip your ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it is. It is.
It is.
So yes. But thank y'all for joining us. I'm about to go eat
Yeah.
my Nigerian
Okay,
food.
she got her Nigerian food, her food. I never had it.
Huh?
I've never had that.
This is my first time. My son and my daughter, they actually invited me over to my daughter's house to eat. I said, just bring mine to me because I'm going to be on live. We got some breaking news.
Right. Okay. This just in.
Yes,
okay.
just in. So I'm going to think about them.
I'm shocked, honey. Say, did any of the other housewives speak out about this besides Mia? I have not seen any reports of anybody else saying anything.
No.
And like we said, I can only imagine that Giselle and Robin very much will cover it on their podcast.
Yes.
So we're going to be looking out for that. Candace did. She was asked about it. But again, I feel like her answer was pretty neutral.
Yeah, because she didn't, she found out
Mia
early.
was pretty neutral too. I think Mia happened to say that she had just spoke with Wendy, or Wendy had just texted her.
Yeah.
Like Wendy is still like the only one that is still kind of being, nice and checking up on her and things. So I feel like everybody was giving grace.
Look.
And we are going to give her grace. We just going to tell the truth while we're giving it to her. Like,
listen.
Why does grace have to come with acting like we don't know, like that this is silly?
Yeah, because look, this one here says, oh God, damn it.
It's about that, Mia and Giselle, honey. It's about that. The only one ain't got arrested. That's what we said. They're going to need a Real Housewives halfway house. They can have a house. Now, if they come up with it, everybody remember that I said it on this day because they're going to owe me some money for taking my idea. But yeah, they can have a halfway house for the girls when they come out, and they can all stay in the house instead of the girls trip, the ultimate girls trip. Erica Jane too. What'd you say, Erica Jane too? The Erica Jane thing for me is it's a little. Listen, did she benefit from everything that man did? Absolutely. But I do think I give her a little bit. I give her more grace than this, right? Because she's like an Ashley, the way she came into that. I don't expect you marry a man that has that type of status and power. And even though Erica played herself like she was smarter than, a fifth grader, right? I don't presume to think she knew what was going on in that man's business. And that's just that. Same with Teresa when it comes to her husband. Did she benefit? Sure. Did she sign her name on documents? Absolutely. But I do see her as a person that just really signed what her husband told her to sign and believed whatever it was he told her she was signing and what it was for. She probably is doing the same thing right now with Louis, okay? Because she ain't got it all. We thought she had a little bit more, and between the two of them, now Jen Shaw, honey, she's just like it's sad because crime is crime, breaking the law is breaking the law. But there are levels to it.
There's levels to it.
Yeah, it is levels to it. What Jen did is really disgusting.
Well, you know what? I accidentally muted somebody. I'm trying to figure out how to work TikTok. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to read what they said, and somebody said that we should have known it was a ruse by looking at their kitchen cabinets.
I listen. I ain't mad. What I did notice, and I didn't mention it on the review, I wondered if they had moved, and I felt like the house was really empty. I feel like the house before had seemed like it had and I could be mixing up because maybe
I thought it was the same house.
2 seasons before. I like to say I could be mixing it up, and maybe they was in another. That's what I chalked it up in my mind. Was like, okay, maybe y'all was just in another area of the house, but I did think the house looked a little empty. What you say, Nova, Miss Nova? They just sent the Chrisleys up the road. Yep, they did them too. Yeah, like I do think that celebrities. Bravo celebrities, pseudo celebrities, whatever they are, I think they, like doing this stuff, they're not gonna play with you, and rightfully so. Like you got the money to do it. Like it ain't, come on.
Well,
except for Jen Shaw, and that, funny with her case to find out that she was actually scamming old people. Like I said, that was ridiculous and disgusting, but. It was the same deal when Utah came on, because her husband being a college basketball coach, in addition to what it is she showed us with her life, it was like, where is this money coming from?
So okay.
Found out.
So she was scamming older people. So was that the same thing that British was doing too?
I thought British had like a PPP loan.
No, she was doing something with people's social securities too.
Well, then, yeah. So what Jen thought was, and the two could be different, because sometimes people get stuff like this is what sounded like British was doing. She knew she was using other people's social security number, right? Period. With Jen, she made it seem like, because this is something that has been done, but it is illegal, buying people's information. So she, like, telemarketers do stuff like that. And so she thought that that's what she was doing. But they literally was, like, scamming the older people for, like, whatever service it was that they was doing. But she thought she was obtaining the information in a legal way. So that's why you'll see a lot of websites have like a disclaimer that'll say, do not sell the information. Yeah. If you make your own website, you should put that on there. So that means like how I have my scheduling system, so that nobody can come to me and come get all the information out of my scheduling system. The other part to that is you probably shouldn't be giving your social security number to anybody outside of a bank, outside of
tax preparer,
your job, your insurance. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that should be kind of it. And those places are covered with confidentiality and privacy laws.
And they're bonded.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why when something happens with Experian or the credit bureau, they have to let you know that your information has been breached.
Yes.
No, Eddie's mother didn't like her. Don't like the whole family, honey. He didn't talk to his family. I wonder. Well, I think they made up. Was it last season?
I thought so.
Like they did the party or something. But we hadn't heard too much more about that. But yeah, honey, what they saying is told you so. NDAs. I don't think you can do non-disclosures. Don't cover. You can't do a non-disclosure for illegal activity.
Yeah, sure, okay.
It's the same thing. I'm gonna give y'all this secret too. Just something I know with like victim rights, right? Like something happens to you, somebody robs you on the street. You usually there's a victim fund, right, to help you with your medical, like say something happened to you, you got to go to the hospital, whatever like that. There's a victim fund that helps you to do that if it happens as a result of a crime. The difference is you can't be in the middle of a crime Right, and needing that, right? So you can't be committing a crime and then get hurt and then think
so
you can come,
use it,
go for the victim fund. So yeah, NDAs do not cover illegal activity.
Sure does.
Most of the time, the true thing is nothing does. Yeah, nothing does. So that's why if you show up to the hospital with a gunshot wound, they're calling the police.
Yeah.
Like it's protocol, whether you want them to or not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It definitely is shocking. It definitely is. Because I feel like out of any housewife, this is the last housewife you actually expected it from.
Yeah.
Nigerian or not. Again, I didn't put the two together. This
I
is my
did.
friend Angela over here.
Oh my God.
Yup, honey. So that's what it is. So listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all for joining us on this live, honey. We had a great
did.
time. Make sure you are following your host, okay? We do Real Housewives of Potomac on Mondays. We reviewed that show. We do Bell Collective on Tuesdays. I'm feeling like we might need to pick up the Braxtons. Because they using old girl for the storyline this season.
Denise, huh?
Mm-hmm. And Tamar already had to come out and apologize for it.
Yes.
Go figure. But yeah, so make sure you following us so we can get that done. And we would love to see y'all here. Yes. And we will see you on Monday.
Yes.
I love that. If y'all want to, go up there and grab your heart knees. Come a part of the cousin crew. That's what I call my community. Mm-hmm. The Braxtons are back tonight. As a matter of fact, I felt like they might come on at 8. They might come on at 9, but they are back on tonight.
Oh, because Bell Collective come on at what time? 8?
Yep. But Braxtons are on WeTV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we can do, like I said, we might can pick them both up. But we do Bell Collective. We do Real Housewives of Potomac. We'll be picking back up with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, I'm so mad because I was supposed to be in Huntsville, Alabama this weekend. And Funky Dineasel took his tail up there. I was supposed to be at the homecoming too. I was supposed to be there too, but that's okay. My time will come.
Okay.
7 Central for Bell Collective. Okay, right. We in Eastern time zone. So generally we I'm going to tell y'all 9 o'clock. Meet us at 9 o'clock. Because that's about where we come.
Yeah.
8:30, between 8:30 and 9. On Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yes. So if you're coming on YouTube, please check out Word on the Curb and Brandy Janae on YouTube. Or you can catch us on live here together on TikTok.
Yes. My YT is linked in my bio also, just so y'all know. So if you go to my bio and pull the link down, my YT is connected there if you want to go over there and subscribe. Hey, Leah, girl. We just was getting off of here. You missed the whole thing, girl. We done had to talk about Wendy and Eddie being arrested for insurance fraud. Girl, you messed up the insurance people money. Yes. Thank you for grabbing your heart, me. Now listen, y'all want to join the fan club, y'all get up there right next to both of our names. Your host, if you're in the room, right next to the name, you see like a little heart. It might have a plus if you haven't followed yet. So that's up to you. But if you followed already, go ahead and click that again and grab your heart me. It is 1 coin.
Oh, okay. Girl, I don't know nothing about it. Look. I'm over here looking where you saying look. But thank you for the little hearts. I got some likes. And
thank you for likes. Also.
Thank you so much. And yeah, this has been good. I hate that we had to meet on this occasion.
Ain't that it? Not me, girl. In my Funky Dineasel voice, okay? Not me, girl. Honey, we need some housewives to be doing something so we can come and talk about it.
Yes.
I did battle yesterday. Well, we should do one today. Teach your butt how to do it. But I did do yesterday, and I have another battle scheduled for the 14th. Let me see what day that is.
I think it's Tuesday.
Okay, yep, you're right. Tuesday. So yep, I got a battle scheduled for Tuesday. But yes, honey, we need the housewives. I mean, listen, even if they keep themselves in line, we're gonna talk about them too. But it's even better when they stepping out of line because they give us something to talk about.
Some little scandals, some gossip.
And the Dolly Parton boys. Let's give them something. No, that's Reba McEntire, ain't it?
No, that's Amy Grant.
Bonnie Wade.
No, Amy Grant.
Amy Grant sing. Let's give them something to talk about.
Because that's when she was dating, already married the guy she was with. They both were on the song. Yeah, Amy Grant.
Okay, well, let's give them something to talk about.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Let's give them something. I thought it was Bonnie too.
No, it's Amy Grant because she was getting
I
a
gotta
divorce.
look it up now.
I think she was getting a divorce and seeing whoever else was on that song with her.
Now, you know, I feel like they remake a lot. No, it's Bonnie Raitt.
When did that one come out? What year?
Bonnie Raitt. Huh?
What year was that?
Shoot, I was in high school. I know, 1991. And I wasn't even in high school. I was in middle school. Right. That was shoot. I'm like, I thought I had it right. Okay.
Well, Amy Grant must have sung it once or something because they did.
She may have, you know, I was going to say, you know, they kind of might sing some of the same songs over and over again. Yep, y'all. So thank y'all so much again for joining. Make sure y'all tune in with us. Listen, if it's any more breaking news, you know we're gonna bring it to you. So if you ain't followed already, make sure you do.
All
Make
right.
sure you do.
Well, that's it. And that's all.
What you say? That's it, and that's that. That's all we got.
Yeah, that's all we got.
No more.
So I can go eat my Nigerian food
Go eat.
in honor of Happy Eddie and Dr. Scammer.
Okay, Dr. Scammer. Dr. Scammer Osofo. Dr. Scammer Osofo. Okay. Poor thing. So let's see. We're going to follow this closely, see how it comes out. They are filming. So, listen. And, oh, wait a minute. No, they did the reunion already. Damn. Because I was like, no. No, they didn't. Okay, so, listen. We still got a reunion to get to. So, let's hope I don't think she's going to pull she's not going to, thank you for grabbing your heartbeat. She's not going to pull a Karen. She's going to show up.
You think so?
I do. I think Wendy got too much pride. I do.
I don't know.
The only way she wouldn't is if she locked up.
You think
she on lockdown.
So you think she gonna come and face the music because you know they gonna come out her?
Well, here's the deal. There's nothing to really face because that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna be able to talk about it because you're not gonna. Your lawyer is gonna tell you not to. And the smart thing to do would be to not say anything because you're not gonna say anything that's going to trip you up on this show. And of course, they found your ring on an Instagram picture. Now, I'm not saying they're the sharpest tool in the shed because here we are, right? However, I know that from this point, she definitely won't say anything because it's not going to suit her to say anything. And so we'll get that part. She may give us a little bit, but I feel like if anything, we just will get some reactions from the housewives outside of what we're going to get, you know, on the social media side. But they'll get to kind of say some things to her. But she just told what she was telling Stacey on that stage last year, right? Nobody's going to believe you. You need to own up to this.
Oh my God, this don't age well.
No, it doesn't. And that's why y'all got to follow me. See, it might take me a minute, but I'll be remembering.
Oh my God.
She just was saying that. So that's what I mean. Like, we come to the reunion. This is real time. It does give at least the other housewives a chance to say whatever. She might not have much that she's going to be able to say back.
Yeah.
Outside of, well, like what Karen had to give us. Well, when my day in court comes, you know,
I'll be vindicated.
Let's just hope ain't no recording of this shit going on. Let's just hope it ain't nobody with a ring camera that done caught somebody doing something. What they call it, unscrupulous. Okay,
Girl.
I don't know. But the police seem pretty sure of it. She done filed a false police report. So those are part of the charges, y'all. They have charged her with filing a falsified police report. Thank you so much for the hand heart. They, of course, filing a false insurance claim.
Because it wasn't like 7 felonies.
Well, I was gonna say the counts probably have to do with the actual item.
Yeah.
Like, so each item like gets you another count. But yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Godspeed, Wendy. Hope your mama down there on the altar praying for you.
Probably going broke. I would think that a cannabis business would do well. She just was on the last episode, the first episode of the season, telling us how well she is spending Eddie's money as we speak.
Girl.
Because it's doing so well.
That was insurance money.
Maybe that's that insurance money. Right. Ain't that it? That was that insurance
So
money.
she wanted marble to the ceiling. Is that what she said on the wall?
That's what she said, honey. That's what she said. Hey, honey. Yeah, that's what she said, honey. She was spending up all of that insurance money, and they said not so fast.
Girl, they didn't wait until the first episode and to come back for the grand jury.
Yes, honey. Yes, okay. I can't believe it. I'm still in shock, even though I'm sitting here talking about it, running this girl through the mud, but I am still in shock. She always acted like she was better than she did, you know? And like I said, there's a lesson to be learned about that, you know? And like the same thing. The fact that you thought you were better than them would indicate that you weren't where you were supposed to be anyway. Yeah. You were supposed to stay in the room where it was other people who could challenge you, and you could still learn from them. Yeah. So here it is, like, because you didn't learn a damn thing from these housewives.
No.
The other ones who allegedly did the same thing, nobody's indicted them. And that's all I'm saying about that.
Not Pookie them either.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. Well, I gotta go so I can go and pay my tribute to Wendy and Happy Eddie. I'm about to eat my Nigerian food, fufu and soup. So I'm gonna bid you guys an adieu, and we'll see you on Monday.
All right, see you on Monday.
All righty, good night.
Good night, girl.
See ya.